see season 2 of Firefly.
If only.
I built a time machine 'cause I don't have a DVR. I built a time machine 'cause I don't have a DVR. Alter time flow to catch our favorite show. And I will always know how the story goes. I built a time machine. Say, use this power for time machine. Click. I built a time machine. 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 Click. I built a time machine. Now I'm stuck looping again. Please save me, spoiler. Please tell me the end.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Ooh, typing something.
Because Restream will tell me if it goes to all places.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay, there's people out there. We're
Hi,
not
everyone.
alone. Hi.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, it looks like it's going to all the places.
Oh, good.
Welcome.
Technology, it works.
Welcome to the final stretch, the home stretch for Our Kind of Strange. And
The
boy,
Kickstarter is a new experience for us.
but you're probably going to get tired of hearing us say this, but thank you, thank you, thank you. This has been a rewarding experience in the regards of everyone coming out and supporting us, and I'm over the moon. I really am.
Yeah, thank you so much for supporting us.
Someone is asking for Chip, please.
I'm pretty sure that's Charlotte, by the way. So, sadly, our adult cats are not that fond of Chip yet, so we're keeping him upstairs and them downstairs. So we've got some picture or two, we've got a video or two, but it's...
That's Chip
yeah.
helping me work.
Yes. He's such a helpful kitten.
Very, very helpful.
It's funny, when we went to pick him up and bring him home, we were told that he's...
Thank you, Thomas. Sorry, go ahead.
He's kind of a lump. As far as kittens goes, he's very chill. And
we were sold a bill of goods.
He is all kitten all the time.
He is.
He's very sweet. He purrs when we first enter a room. Like when he first sees us, he purrs automatically. So it's very sweet. But he is go 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 all the time.
My legs look like
Mine
I've
too.
been running through barbed wire in shorts, and it's
Mine
because
too.
he likes to climb up and get up here and then get up here. And if I'm wearing headphones like I do for work, he tries to chew those, and kitten. Oh wow! So again, thank you everyone. Thank you so much. This has been a kind of a wild month. Especially with everything else going on, it's been actually kind of good to have a distraction, even though it's a distraction that kind of looms up here. And we didn't know what was going to happen when we did this, and you guys totally...
You're right, Zap. This is not our first rodeo. To be fair, this is actually the first time we've had a boy kitten. We've only had girl cats up to this point. So
is she talking about the cats or about the Kickstarter?
I assumed the cat.
I assumed she was talking about the Kickstarter because I was just talking about the Kickstarter.
Well, Zap, you're going to have to let us know which one you meant. But I assumed the kitten, and
Yes, she meant the kitten.
I was right.
Yes, you're right. Yes.
Never mind.
Kudos
Sorry.
to you. You are technically correct. The best kind of correct.
Yay. Eric has been going nuts in terms of quoting things today.
It's been that kind of day.
So yeah.
You may get some deep cuts here. We'll see. Speaking of which, should we play some music?
Sure. What are we gonna play?
What popped into my head, we're not gonna do. Hollywood's on empty. It's running out of steam.
Oh my goodness.
I don't think either of us remember it.
No, we don't. Yeah, you really want deep cuts. My goodness.
Do we remember? New Worlds, New Words?
Maybe. Let me see if
Maybe we should ask, is there a song that you all would like to hear? We have many options, as you probably know, because we both have done FALM for a number of years. I've got a big back catalog of songs.
Some of them he doesn't remember how to play, so we can't make guarantees. Just saying.
But speaking of quotes, we have one that is a lot of quotes. Sort of. This one did not make the CD, but will probably make the collector's edition for those of you who opted in for the. And it's available on Patreon if you are a Patreon supporter. We recorded this for Patreon. So you always have that option as well.
Anyway, what I was saying about the kitten earlier, my brain just shifted back into that gear, is that I'm thinking that boy kittens are even more kitten than girl kittens are. That's my guess at this point in time, because Chip is so much more than we've had from any of our previous cats. That's all I was thinking. So much more kitten. Anyway.
All right, here we go. Sometimes when you build a world, it needs a language all its own. Or in Tolkien's case, 35. But what good are cool new words if their meaning is unknown? Something you would grok if I called you Patak. Would you challenge me with your Chadich? Could I predict every attack if I was the quiz that's Hatterack? Would you be cool drinking water from my siege? What's a smaggy smagging done? Could be understood by anyone, but a gimboid might sound weird to ya. If I called you a laser brain, would the Bacta calm the pain, or would he say, Ichuta? How rude. Shout Champa in someone's disguise. Or would you nod and say, that guy's wise?
Ichiwama.
Brand new world, all new words, new sounds for invented lands. Brand new worlds, all new words, new ideas. Will they understand? New ideas, will they understand? Sometimes it's easier to use words that everyone will know. Need a spell for going up. Here's a Sendio. Achyothosaurus. There's no limit to the words you can fit in your cranium. But please, can we do better than unobtainium?
Or red matter.
If I say, what the frack, will you think you're under attack? Or would you think we're digging in the soil? Would you sling the Goran gun, shout what the Frelin run? Or would you check the level of your Chakan oil? Are you confused as can be if I say not to agree? Or would you say pedal edelan? Does it tell you how we are if I call you my Smizmon? Or would you reply, sweet melon of Magellan? Would you prefer to hear my name Nehesa? Or for someone to say Gelada Tanagra?
Timba, his arms wide.
Brand new words, all new words, new ideas for invention. enchanted land. Brand new world, all new words, new ideas. Will they understand? New ideas. Will they understand?
Yeah, it's been so long. I actually forgot some of the comments I was supposed to make in it.
It's okay. Yes, thank you. We are over 8,000. We are definitely unlocking the bonus tracks.
2 bonus tracks.
At least 2 bonus tracks. We might slip up and do an extra one.
Because he can't help himself.
I can't help myself. We had so many tracks that we wanted to do for this CD. So some of these we may just record ourselves. They won't be as highly polished as doing them in the pro studio, but they'll be as polished as we can make them independently, which I think's, not too bad. The last 2 CDs were ones that we did
all in our own
on
home
our
studio.
own with our own polish, so expect about that kind of level of polish. But
Okay.
so there were so many songs that we wanted to include, and we had a tough time. And we've been mulling this whole thing over for over a year, easily over a year.
Or like 2.
I
mean, to be perfectly honest, right after our CD Achievement a Lot came out, Eric wrote Princess, like within a month of releasing Achievement a Lot.
Quite literally, yeah.
And we knew right away that one had to go on the next CD. So in some small ways, we've been thinking of this CD for 3 years, 4 years, how long?
About 3 years.
3 years. So
and we're just so happy to finally get this thing out to you and over the plate, and hope that you like it as much as we hope you will. We like it. I mean, in some ways this CD is even more us than in other things. We're stretching some boundaries that we haven't necessarily stretched before, where it's not 100%
comedy.
joke all the time. Don't get me wrong, there's plenty. We're still goofballs. We're still trying to be funny, but
yeah. You're such a pessimist. We're still trying to be funny.
We're trying to be funny. It's that sad clown sort of thing. Where
Yeah.
I don't do it well, but
no, that just makes me think of Terry Pratchett and his Fool's Guild.
Absolutely, yeah. The seltzer down the trousers, pie over the door handle.
Ooh, and I just touched that. I'm sorry. Y'all got
so.
Anyway.
Yeah. We're so excited to bring lots of stuff to you, lots of cool things. I'm
looking forward to getting the T-shirt, which is silly because I can't actually have caffeine, so I can't drink the coffee.
She can't drink coffee, but Rebecca Hicks, who did the art for it, was very on board with this coffee thing. She is very much a coffee aficionado, and so when we kind of brought the album to her and the song to her, she was like, I must do this thing. Like, yeah. We were trying to figure out what to do for a shirt. We had a couple different ideas, and she just walked up with this. This is it right here. I'm like,
like okay.
You are not wrong. You are 110% correct. So, yeah, we're over 8,000. We are just blown away. As some of you know, who are maybe at OVFF, no VFF, going over the line in the middle of our concert while we were playing the title track is still one of those, it's up there level memories of, I don't think I'm going to forget that anytime soon.
I was so confused when Tom told us we were over. I thought we were over time.
And it is an entirely fair thing. We were pretty close to our time limit, and we started late because we couldn't figure out what was going where. And that's always the fear with things, is you want to be the good guy and start your set on time
and end on time.
End on time or close to early as you possibly can, while still giving everybody all the best that you can give. And so the dreaded, oh no, you're over, if you've ever had like a, for you musicians out there who've ever had like a gig that's run over time and had to have like a stage manager or something cut you off, you know how awful that is for everybody involved. So thank you all. Yeah, it was, I'm glad you guys got I'm glad you guys enjoyed it as much as we did, because I don't know if you could have enjoyed it as much as we did, because that's you don't get a lot of pure just confused joy nowadays. It's you know, kind of, it's right up there with, hey, you guys won the lottery with this ticket you found in the back of your car that wasn't even yours, kind of thing. It's that level of stunned, which in some cases maybe we shouldn't have been that stunned, but we were just overjoyed and still are.
We had a friend ask us, did you really think you were going to get through No VFF without funding? I'm like, I don't come with expectations. Did I really expect? Of course not. I don't expect things. I hope maybe, but I don't, expecting, no, that's too strong.
On Wisconsin, really, Lori? Really? I don't know it. I was looking to try and figure it out, but yeah, no, I don't think I know On Wisconsin. Sure, you can do that. How about a song about Star Wars, sort of? When I was a kid, going to a grocery store, I'd always wave my hand to open the door.
Still does.
I'd turn off my targeting when I shot a basketball, knowing that the Force could surely guide its fall.
Negative, just impacted on the surface.
I believe the Force could get me out of every tight spot. If I only had a saber, I could deflect every shot. With the Force I'd jump so high, I'd leave the world behind. I could simply wave my fingers just to change someone's mind. And I still want to believe I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me. I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me. I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me. I am one. I am one. I am one with the Force. I'd have a little green guy who'd ride around on my back. He'd teach me knowledge and defense, but not a word about attack.
That's what the internet's for.
I'd peer into the future, see visions of my fate, but somehow I'd always get there just a bit too late. And I still want to believe I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me. I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me. I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me. I am one. I am one.
There's no mystery field to guide my destiny. They say it's all simple tricks and nonsense, but I still believe something connects us all, and I know it's not midichlorians. No, I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me. I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me. I am one. I am one with the Force, with the Force. I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me. I am one. I am one. I am one with the Force.
Thank you, Darcy. Thank you all.
Right. People have, there's words and things, and people are saying things.
The shushing and the plutzing. I almost thought Darcy requested beans.
Oh, beans. Beans we can do. So when I was in high school, I was on the speech team, and afterwards I was actually one of the judges for a year. And I was in the room with a friend of mine who was actually judging. I wasn't that round, I guess. And she was one of those people who was very thoughtful and sweet, kind person. And I don't think she realized this until I called her out, but it was one of those categories where pretty much only the person doing the speaking is in the room, so like storytelling or something. They came in, they did their thing, left, and as they were leaving and the next person was being sent in, she started singing, "Another one bites the dust." I'm like, really?
She should have done the Weird Al version, which is, of course,
Another one rides the bus. Yeah.
When in doubt, go to Weird Al.
Always, yeah.
Always. Burn them while spinning them round. Then you break them until they are drowned. Then you boil them until they are drowned. Won't anyone think of the beans? Won't anyone think of the beans? Their magic is strong, especially when black. They rouse the dead, bring the tired back. Their smell alone gets you out of the sack. Won't anyone think of the beans? Won't anyone think of the beans? Grind without mercy, then throw them away. They've done their job to save the day. Their garbage can rest is all of their pay. Won't anyone
know, Linda, you often make coffee for other people, so you do touch the beans quite a bit. You just don't drink any of the results yourself.
It is your loss, but that's okay. We love you anyway. How's everything sound out there? Is everything okay? We're trying something new with this setup. We're actually using the setup we did for the NoVFF concert, but with a different broadcasting setup. So it's kind of a new thing for us. Let us know what you think.
Almost any time we stream, he's trying some new setup. So
you know, you're always looking for
the
a little bit better.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way we do it, I guess.
Yep.
How y'all?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anytime we do like a sound check, I automatically default to beans because
or Sound Alba.
Or Sound Alba because fun bass lines.
Funny story. There was
Oh yeah.
There was a club in the Twin Cities called the Acadia that had a very strict no cover policy because they did not pay for the cover charge. So it was always.
So you actually have to sign a
waiver,
statement to play there saying, all of these are original, I retain all the rights to these songs.
So there was a point where we were doing a sound check and Jen started doing this song.
That Eric wrote called Stout and Alba. It's written for our cats, and he wrote it in the style of the Stray Cats.
Right. Just play. Yeah. Etc. She got about 2 bars into it, and the sound guy
Comes rushing up to us like
cuts the power. Comes rushing up. You can't play that. I'm like, but what?
He wrote it. It's an original he wrote. He's like, oh.
Brian Setzer does not have a copyright on this bass line that we're aware of. I'm a big fan, but
So because of that, I tend to default to beans for Soundcheck because it's not as easily confused with the Stray Cats.
Yeah, we played a lot of coffee shop and miscellaneous places in the Twin Cities and around that area for a long time.
That's kind of been our experience for years.
Yeah, and so we have lots of really interesting, odd stories that we could tell you all night long, but that's not why we're here. We're here to celebrate the fact that our Kickstarter funded, and it's all thanks to you.
Yay.
We, again, cannot thank you enough.
So it's a complete night and day from, say, that time we had booked to play a coffee shop, and apparently the owner of that coffee shop hadn't known about it until we were there and setting up, and the manager called him, and he wanted to speak to us on the phone and told us we were allowed to play, but we weren't allowed to sing. Because he hadn't had time to vet all of our lyrics.
That was always that was a fun one.
Yeah.
In the sense of not being fun. I was just checking to see how our Kickstarter is doing, just in case we got a last minute bump, because we're winding down here. Oh wow, y'all, we're at 8,100. Oh. Thank you all very much.
Very cool. Yay! Thank you.
Not having done anything like this before, we don't really have any clear guide of
any point of comparison, no previous experience. So the upside is we're thrilled for all of it. So thank you.
Yeah.
And yay. And yeah.
We are planning to go to the studio this weekend to do some mixing, getting some of the tracks that we have basically in the can. Final polish, get ready to go. We're still waiting on a couple of collaborator parts for a couple of songs, but we're confident they'll be here.
Yeah, we've actually talked to the people recently, electronically, and they've said it's coming in the next day or so. So we'll have them this weekend. And we
can't wait for y'all to hear them. Every time we do an album, I always feel like there's no way we could possibly put more work into this album And then the next album comes along, and it turns out, actually, you can put more work in. There's always more that you can do. So, but that's okay. That's part of trying to put out, better art, I guess, or trying to be maybe more. Better is a weird word. I don't like that word for this. More polished.
I would say the better puts it into like having art compete, which is not a thing we're really down with.
Yeah, we're not down with trying to compare art and saying this art is better than that art, because
it's just not a thing.
So much of it is based on subjective.
Thank you, Luke. More artistically mature. I like that. That works.
That is exactly right. Thank you, Luke. More, I like to think of it as the old analogy about, the sculptor who starts with a block of clay and doesn't know what it is when he starts, but begins to chisel away until it shows what it is. And the more work you put in, the more fine the detail can be, and the more refined the end product can be, I guess. But yes, definitely more cowbell. Yes, and we can also put more. We have no cowbell on this album, I am sorry to say. To all my cowbell fans out there, we didn't think of it. I suppose there's still time.
There is still time, but I can't think of a song that it would be a good
zombies. Fit. When they're strutting all about with arms stretching out, gong gong gong. No, yeah, no.
The artist competition thing actually reminds me. We had played what we thought was a variety show.
Proceed.
At Can Wonderland.
It's a very, very cool mini golf place that also had like
3 different like beverage counters, 3 different bars, whatever.
They did like these custom shakes and stuff. It was really kind of cool.
Yeah, they had this ginger soda that was it ginger? Oh my word.
But they also had like a whole bunch of classic like mechanical pinball machines.
Yeah, like old school
classic
machines.
arcade stuff from like
and they
before
had,
electronics. I mean, it was really cool.
One of those, I can't remember, I want to call it a rotoscope, but I don't think that was right, where you could actually watch a scene from like the original King Kong.
Yeah, it wasn't a rotoscope, but it's one of those ones where you put a penny in and turn
then
the crank.
you do the cranking to watch King Kong. It was very cool.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, Darcy. No cowbell.
And the mini golf holes were designed by local artists.
It's very cool.
It was very cool.
If it's still there in the Twin Cities, and you have the time, definitely check it out. I don't know if it's even open now because
I have no clue. We haven't checked into it.
It was very cool.
At any rate, they were doing what we thought was a variety show, and they were actually paying like a free round of mini golf, a couple of drink, and I think they even gave us like $10-20, something like that. It was like, wow, that's a
yeah, it was a heck
part
of a
the
deal.
Thing. It was a heck of a deal. So we're like, yeah, sure, we'll do that. And once we were there, we found out it was actually a talent contest.
We didn't know until we were backstage waiting for our turn to go on.
And the MC was introing the contest part of it, and we're like, oh.
And we're already backstage,
thanks.
And then they kept on putting us off. They wouldn't let us go out.
They kept,
we thought
like,
we were
more
second
people
in
were
line.
Right, and more people kept showing up while the talent contest was going on, and so they kept putting them before us. We're like, okay, whatever.
I still didn't like get it, and then so that we were the last to go on, and was it Beam Me Up or it was Beam Me Up where your bass didn't work?
It was Han Solo. We started with Han Solo, and then introed the second song by saying we have both kinds of sci-fi, Star Wars and Star Trek, and then we did.
I'll believe you. I just remember your bass DI
wasn't
broke
working
down.
for one whole song, and so like the sound man was coming up,
right? Because you
doing
were
all this business like down to the side while he's performing, and then my line's coming up, so I'm like, pop up, do a spoken line, and then keep going back down to figure out with the sound man why the sound's not working right. Managed to get it for the second song. We had 2 songs, but there were a whole bunch of music students from the local
McNally Smith. That's no longer. It's now defunct, but it was just amazing musicians.
There was a bass player there who came in with this whole rack of equipment, And he did a performance that was only bass, but involved loops and effects and synths and stuff, all on his bass guitar. It was fantastic. We were both standing back there with our jaws on the floor thinking, oh my gosh,
okay, well,
he needs to win.
We were doing this whole, well, at least we got the free mini golf.
Right.
And then we won.
We won. It's like, because it was the audience cheering, and I think they just didn't understand the level of virtuosity from that bass player. And they were, the other musicians that were coming from that school, they just, lots of talent there, but I think it was the jokes.
I think it's jokes about Han Solo will beat virtuosity or something. I don't know.
I guess. Lisa
we
did
don't
that
know
night.
why we won, but we will take it, I guess.
Yeah.
But it was a very strange night.
It really was.
Because the backstage area was also one of the storage areas, so we were basically hanging out with cans of tomato sauce, and it was good times.
Yeah. Should we play a song?
Yeah.
How about Princess?
Okay. I'm like, what, 5?
Yes. No, I have no clue. I don't know. I'm sorry. Yeah, that sounds right.
So high to rise above them all. You slid through sewers down below and dove deep where only cheap fish go. This little hurt can make you so small. When the ground is gone, it's so hard not to fall. You'll find a way to grow strong again. Pressing on to the firework at the end. Through fire for this one desire, but your princess is in another castle. Your princess is in another castle. You moved heaven and earth to show her your worth. Conquered a world only to find she was no longer there. Not fair. Keep on running, but you never seem to gain. Cling to a star to keep away the pain. There's a bullet aimed at your heart. You'll live again, but it hurts to restart. Hang above your head. Hit them all till they break away instead. This massive task requires a Superman, but to win her back a monster in this room who only lives to kill. Others might choose to quit, but I know you never will. Still, your princess is in another castle. Your princess is in another castle. You moved heaven and earth to show her your worth. You conquered a world only to find she is no longer there. Not fair. Your princess is in another castle. Your princess is in another castle.
I don't think Cowbell would be a good fit in that one.
That was from a while ago. I'm a little bit worried. Are you guys still there? We haven't seen any comments for like 10 minutes. I mean, I could try and...
They might have left us.
They might have left us all alone. I mean, I get it. The song is long and they didn't want to interrupt, but...
Yay, someone's here.
Okay.
Hi. Okay.
Thank you for assuaging our fears.
Yes. Woohoo. We have people with us. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us.
$48 minutes to go, according to Kickstarter. Ooh. And we are at 81.85.
Very cool.
Your princess is on another cowbell. Well done, Luke. Yes. Thank you for being here and
keeping us company and
keeping us
hanging
company
out
and
supporting and
enjoying our
us.
music, hopefully.
Yeah.
And supporting us so much that one, the fact that people, I mean, we're ecstatic when people are even just hanging out and listening.
We spent years before we found Filk, or found an audience, started doing the more geeky stuff or admitting we were doing geeky stuff. We've spent years playing to empty coffee shops. So even just knowing that people want to hear us and are willing to hang out with us is awesome.
Yeah, we appreciate you all so very much. I can remember, so there's a coffee house chain in the Twin Cities called Dunn Brothers. They used to do a regular, what we would call circuit, where the corporate office managed like the music programs at a bunch of different places. And so you audition for the corporate office, and then if you pass, you would work with their booker to find different coffee shops to play at, and you get paid in coffee beans, which is an okay arrangement. I'm down with this.
Lots of good coffee.
Roasted on site by people who know what they're doing. Amazing coffee. I miss it, to be honest. And there was one time where we booked that's true. We booked a coffee shop in the Southern Metro about this time of year, I think. It was like in October. We advertised as best as we could, but we didn't, it wasn't our normal neighborhood. We showed up, and it was us and the barista for the entire evening, and the barista went back and didn't come back out for the entire evening, except for the occasional drive-through customer. And so we literally had like a 2-hour practice session that we got paid coffee beans for. So,
I mean, we still got paid the coffee beans, but yeah.
Yes, Zap, and yeah, we appreciate you guys crossing state lines to come see us. That
We
that
really do.
still
Yeah.
boggles our mind.
Yeah.
And yes, we have done breakfast. Yes, I'm looking forward to having you down here too, Jeff, when we can safely do so.
Right.
We still have the event in our calendar for the Distad housewarming that we never got to do, and we're not deleting it yet. We're gonna resurrect it someday. You know, Mom, if you want to send that to me as a Christmas present, I'm okay with it. Mom asked if she should get Dunn Brothers, and
He won't say no.
I will not say no ever to Dunn Brothers.
Pound of whole beans, he'll be happy. There's the pick. I tend to drop my picks.
Oh gosh.
Yes, I play bass with a pick.
Do you guys want a cat video?
Kitten video, let's be specific. Thank you, Zach. I say go for it. It's a short video, but yeah.
All right, prepare yourself for Chip Video 1 and only. I only got the one, but let's see if this works.
He was like, I've loaded up the video, but I'll actually have to get up and walk over
Chip.
and hit the button. I think it'll be okay.
Chip, what do you want to say to everybody? What do you want to say to everybody? Yeah, squeak. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. I know.
Yes, Linda, it's your newest grandkitty. I want to give a quick shout out to Linda. Frank and Linda actually housed us and our cats Stout and Peach for like a month and a half while we were in the midst of the move.
No small feat with cats that, you know, were not used to the location and stuff, and they
Right.
thrived just fine, thanks to my parents. So thank you, Mom and Dad.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, and roll that beautiful feline footage. Absolutely.
What's that? That's like a reference to a quote. It's beautiful
Bean footage from
Okay,
Boston Baked Beans or something like that.
something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
he does.
know.
He does have a purr and a squeak. We've kind of nicknamed him Chip Squeak
Chip Squeak. Because his meows are just little squeaks.
just a tiny little squeak.
Do you want to do Stout and Alba since we're talking cats?
Let's play a song about cats. One of our many, because actually we have more than a couple.
Yeah, there's Stout and Alba and some Mighty. Mr. Snuggles Wants You Dead.
The Stare.
The Stare.
Yeah. That's all
I
looking
don't
fun.
think. Yeah, I don't think we can compete with Lauren Cox in terms of number of cat songs. But
Again, we're not.
again,
competing.
we're not competing.
Let's do it.
Okay. to be something like 17 years old now, right? Because Stout is 17.
Yeah. 16 years old. The song is 16 years old. Stout is 17. We wrote it when she was about a year old. So you're getting the old oldies.
Yeah.
Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Rachel.
And I am so glad Michaela is dancing to that. That
Yay.
makes me happy.
It does. Michaela is adorable.
She is. You okay?
I'm fine. I just was dropping my tablet. The thing that lets me see what people are saying is
indeed.
falling.
38 minutes to go, according to the clock, and I feel like we've barely gotten started. Like we haven't. The problem with doing foam for so many years ago, I learned how to use the force. Got an A in my practical physics course.
We survived.
Made it to level 85. We beat the boss and got back alive. I earned myself a brand new name. I broke the record on the Starfighter game. We shipped and burst into flame. I stole a gun back from a thief who had too many names.
Yeah, Yosef Bridge.
It's been a good day. It's been a good day. Nothing you can say can take my joy away. It's been a good great day. I got a lot of good advice. A passerby said something nice. I came up with a catchy tune. Today's the day we got back to the moon. Sorry, just that point is when a comment came in that threw me off my stride.
And it was a nice comment, too.
I'm sorry.
It's not often he blinks this badly where he has to actually stop mid-song and look up lyrics.
Let's just go from, I got a lot of good advice, a passerby nice. I came up with a catchy tune. Today's the day we got back to the moon. I did the thing to make me leave.
Oh boy.
I read a poem so beautifully deep. I shut down an obnoxious street. I got 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep.
And it was everything I thought it could be.
Got to pet a friend's new kitty cat. I saved my love from the fire swamp after wrestling a giant rat.
RUSs, I don't believe they exist.
It's been a good day. It's been a good day. Nothing you can say can take my joy away. It's been a supercalifragilistic, excellent, great day. It's hard to see happiness when there's fire all around. It's hard to let your dreams take flight when worry nails you to the ground. I won't let them divide us. I won't let the dark side in. 'Cause when they steal our joy from us, that's when the bad guys win.
Not today.
I finally learned to understand, held into a loved one's hand. I was there to heal a broken heart. I helped a stranger make a new start. Took the time to cherish precious sights. I made a choice apart from forgetting lyrics, it's been a very good day.
It really has been.
Sorry for that brain fart, but you know, it happens to all of us.
I'm right now trying to decide if I can share a couple other of those brain fart moments, but they'd be of you.
Lay on McDuff.
Okay. So the first time we played Team Neville for the Win in concert was at a WindyCon, and it was one of those rare times where he blanked on the lyrics enough that he had to stop the song.
It wasn't Wendy, it was
I remember Kathy McManaman sitting at the table right there. At any rate,
I did it multiple times. Go ahead.
He had to pull out his phone to look up the lyrics. That was how badly he blanked on it, which is rare. This is why it's so noticeable. And then he noticed that the very next line was, he's forgetful, but hey, aren't we all?
I blanked in the exact same spot at a Music for Food.
Oh, did you?
Actually, you weren't there, were you? You were sick.
No, I was sick. This is why I remember WindyCon.
You remember WindyCon?
I was at
I
WindyCon.
remember Music for Food because it was Music for Food is a friend of ours does this about this time of year actually.
Yeah.
A fundraising concert in his garage. It used to be in his garage. It's moved out to like a proper coffee shop, but to raise funds to help feed the homeless during like Thanksgiving time and stuff. Just be able to help fill up food charities and that sort of thing. We will happily play all day, any day to help feed people. That's like awesome. Anyway, we always enjoy going every year. It's a very intimate gathering of people, but it's people that I've known through Fallen for a long time, and they're all good friends. And there was a point where I was playing Team Neville because it was fairly new at that point, and I blanked in that exact same spot. But the difference is, being in a garage, the people were like 4 feet in front of me in folding chairs staring at me, so it was even a little bit more intimidating in some ways than blanking at WindyCon, which, don't get me wrong, that was bad enough. But we're not here to talk about all of my failures.
I'm sorry. I was going to share the other one because it was at Gen Con, and we were having so many technical difficulties going into the show. And then we pulled out a song we hadn't practiced, hadn't played in quite a while, but I love, Omega 13. And I think just the sheer, number one, it was a really hot summer day, and we had been hoofing it outside under direct sunlight with all of our gear, so we could set it up in the little conference room kind of space to do our show. And then we had already forgotten his guitar picks and the mics, and so we were borrowing stuff from a dear friend of ours. And then we were trying to get set up quickly, and all that was going on. And then we're in the middle of Omega 13, and his borrowed pick breaks. Half of it goes flying.
Literally, the tip of the pick flew off into the body of the guitar in the middle of the song, and my brain just skipped a groove.
And
it was right before the line, "Never give up, never surrender."
I had a line right after this episode was badly written, I think, was my line, actually.
It was like right before that, yeah.
So he stops and I say, this episode was badly written.
And I can't think of anything, and I'm standing here looking down
and
going...
And so, just waiting for a moment, so I say it again, this episode was badly written. He's like, I know.
And then I finally remembered the next line is, never give up, never surrender.
So.
Oh, yeah. Story time is fun, kids. You'll have all the dirt on us to blackmail us with. Not that we need to be blackmailed, because we own it. We are who we are.
Yep. Afterwards, like, well, they got Maximum Us today.
They did. You never know what'll happen at a Faithful Sidekicks show, because we never know what'll happen at a Faithful Sidekicks show. But that's okay. You know, it's. I would rather that than not connecting with you all faces and hear from you. Even this is so much better than just recording video and putting it online, because we can interact with y'all, and that means a great deal. It means a lot more than I miss seeing y'all in person for sure. I mean,
as do I.
There's no substitute for that, but until we can do that, we're happy to do this, and
because it still lets us connect.
Still lets us
so
play songs for y'all and hopefully entertain for a bit, and hopefully maybe raise some spirits, because that's kind of our mission statement to some degree.
Oh my. So apparently the whole technical difficulty thing means that we're cutting out? Oh no. Yes, Linda, I know you have a few.
And we're going to leave them with you, please. Thank you. I don't know.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that we're having technical difficulties here. Yes, I really hope that next we see each other in person. Okay, Luke says occasionally we're having technical difficulties, but it's not too bad though. Froze up a couple times during the last song. No, apparently it's freezing for everybody, Lori, so it must be on our end. And I'd like to apologize on behalf of our internet. Grr. I'm very sorry that things are erroring out for you, because we'd like to still hang out. So the EP that we had dreamed of doing in connection with this release, because we had so many songs, was one that we were going to call it Sales of Interest, because we have a whole bunch of songs that are advertisements or commercials. For instance, we've got the Klingon Spammer song, where the chorus is, "Today is a good day to buy." We always imagine it's a Ferengi that's set up this company and to call all the Klingons to try and get them to sign up for a new credit card. We've got, oh, I'm glad it's back on. Hi. We've got one that's the Hitchhiker's Flight School. So the notion to learn how to fly, just you yourself, purported in Hitchhiker's Guide, is to throw yourself at the ground and miss. So we have a whole song all about that. We have a song for Forcital. That one's really more of a performance piece.
Our internet show's fine, so.
Of course, the Poison song. Blanking on words. Iocane was originally slated for that, but we're like, no, that one's got to be on the album. We can't not. So.
It very well could be Chip chewing on the cable.
It could be.
I think we closed him out of that room, I'm hoping. But,
yeah, we did. Exactly. Didn't we have one that had the By Grabthar's Hammer line in it?
Micah 13, right?
Well, yeah, I was thinking we had one of our. While you've been checking on the internet, I've been talking about all of our Sales of Interest songs.
We did. I don't remember which one.
Okay. Sorry, it's all going fuzzy for us.
We had lots of things.
The one that we're actually planning on doing for the 2-song bonus tracks, the one for sure is.
Skip to the end.
Huh?
Skip to the end?
Well, yeah, but I was thinking from Sales of Interest.
Oh.
The Smartphone Charger Blues, which Eric actually wrote with a friend of ours who's a really good blues player.
Jason Madison.
Yeah, Jason Madison. So it's a lovely song.
So I apologize for whatever is going on. I can actually see there's a little indicator on our streaming software that shows the stream dropping up and down. I went and checked all the internet stuff that I could check, and I didn't find anything. So it apparently is the Restream service we use to be able to send to Facebook and Twitch and YouTube simultaneously. I'll have to talk to them about that or something. I don't know what the deal is. I've never seen this, but I can literally watch the thing drop out to 0 and come back again. So do we play it lightning fast?
I'm not sure what that's a reference to.
We play a lot of things lightning fast, unfortunately, for all involved.
Oops, I'm not trying to type things.
Yes, blues. My friend Jason and I, he's very much into blues, and he and I have written a whole series of blues songs over the years. Every year for Fall is always a tradition to write a blues song. A couple years ago, we wrote one called.
Sorry.
Okay.
I can be good.
We wrote one called The Apology Blues. It just basically goes along of, I'm sorry, babe. Sorry for what I did to you. Which it gets progressively stranger but Smartphone Charger Blues was literally actually based on what happened to us at Conflict, where we got to the hotel and realized we could not find a charger. We hadn't brought one with us.
Actually, I found it as we were packing up to come home.
Right, but at the time we didn't know that. So I was
Yeah.
looking around and I went down to the gift shop and they had a single charger that was like,
$60.
yeah, it was some crazy amount of
It's
money.
ridiculous.
And I'm like, are you kidding me? Well, then shortly thereafter, I was driving to, we flew out to Minnesota, and I was driving a rental, and I plugged my phone in to the USB port thinking it was just a charger, and all of a sudden it loaded an application on the phone, and then it like took over the phone took over the car and integrated, and it got really weird where like the GPS was now, I kept on waiting for like the phone to ring and the white windshield wipers to go on kind of thing, and so it just felt like this deserved a technology blues song. So
I clearly need to seek out and watch Cowboy Bebop because I think everyone, including you, else has seen it. I'm like the only one who hasn't.
we'll get around to watching it.
Okay.
Do you want to play a blues song?
Okay, what blues song are we doing?
Boardwalk?
Oh, yeah. Let's do that one. So we're big board gamers, which you probably have picked up on by now. And we have several different board game songs, including one called Little Bird for Wingspan, Outbreak for Pandemic. We have a lot of them. Anyway, Eric at one point in time decided to post online, what game should we write a song for? And the only response he got was Monopoly. We're not huge fans of Monopoly personally, it's just not our thing. So he's like, really? That's one I have to write? And somebody's like, well, make it a blues song. He was like, okay, ding, 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 we have a winner. All right, so here's the blues song that we wrote for Monopoly. Let's see if I can remember how to play it. That's not right. Sorry.
Got a bit of money to buy a piece of land, just a lonely little street and a friendly bit of sand. I saved a pretty penny and put some houses down. Pretty soon I had the start of a cozy little town. Just when I thought it was all going well, I found out my neighbors had all built hotels. Go. We're tied to the rails bit you gain, you can also lose. And we're running out of money from the boardwalk blues. Say greed is good, but money corrupts. All I know is that I'm nearly bankrupt. From Atlantic to Pacific, it's a depressing view. There's a towering stack of rent on every avenue. We sold off Marvin Gardens to buy the reading rail. We tried to dodge the taxes, now we're going to jail. We can't roam far, we can't pass go. We're tied to the rails of the piano. 'Cause every bit you gain, you can also lose. And we're running out of money from the boardwalk blues. So I'm hanging on my last little note. One more little trip, that's all she wrote. My one last chance is free, park this truck. My brother's building stacks, I'm surely stuck. Why does the banker have such amazing luck? You should never trust the guy who's holding all the bugs. Now we can't roam far, we can't pass go. We're tied to the rails of the piano. 'Cause every bit you gain, you can also lose. And we're running out of money. Yes, we're running out of money. We're running out of money from the boardwalk blues.
Wow, I haven't actually played that song in quite a while. Yay, 8,200. Thank you, Zep, for telling us. This one doesn't reload. So I told stories about you in performance. Is there anything that you should share about me? Any interesting stories that way?
There might be, but they're not coming to mind at the moment.
Mine seem to be technical difficulties, like when my bass wasn't coming through for the whole first song when we were at Can Can Wonderland, or when we were in the first time we performed in the Pegasus concert, and my guitar came unplugged, or the bass came unplugged.
Well, it's better than me doing an entire concert unplugged.
Right, which is what we had our first concert at OVFF. We, for whatever reason, have a particular history of technical difficulties at OVFF in specific. But, hi, Sarah.
Yeah, we do seem to have that level of either it's something stupid. So there was one of our songs, Han Solo for President, was just recently nominated. It didn't win, but that's okay. The one that won was fantastic.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I mean, we don't feel bad at all. It had been nominated before, and we actually made T-shirts. And I didn't think it through, and I was wearing a shirt because we were going to reveal when we got up on stage. And I didn't think through the whole putting guitar on and then taking a shirt off. And so I stood up there trying to pull a shirt off of while I had a guitar on to be able to show off a T-shirt underneath.
It
did not go well. But everyone got a laugh out of it, so I guess our mission was accomplished.
Paul, thank you for the recommendation. We will keep that in mind. Yeah, Uncle Murphy really loves us. Gravity is also a harsh mistress, I think. Oh, it's not about us performing as the Faithful Sidekicks, but we have spent years helping at a camp when one of the things would be help run the talent show. Like Eric would run the soundboard, I would be one of the stage monkeys. First year that I was there, I was actually in the back by the soundboard when one act ended and I needed to dash up front to start moving some mics around or move music stands or something. And I am pelting down the center aisle because I'm like, we got to do this quick, and I'm coming from way in the back. So I am pelting, at my top speed, which isn't huge, but still was decent. This was years ago. And I'm trying to hop straight on the stage rather than going around to take the stairs up the side. And I misjudged the height just enough that I literally face planted on the stage in front of a room full of, a couple hundred people easy. You heard literally everyone in the audience took a collective when they saw me fall. Like the windows started sucking in a little bit.
You handled it like a pro.
I got up, I turned around, I took a bow. So everyone laughed, and then the next, 10-year-old could come up on stage and do their song. And then I had to hide my limp after that.
I remember you being pretty banged up from that.
I was, but I didn't show it to the audience.
Nope. Yeah, as far as the USB digital discography, that was an idea that someone gave us to do, and we weren't sure if there were going to be people who really
would want it.
And boy, were we surprised and grateful that people actually, that's what people want. I was like, sweet. We're going to try and load it up with a lot of stuff that.
Bunch of deep cuts that aren't like, we have so many songs. These are ones that we probably would never put on an album, but they're still ones that people would probably appreciate or find entertaining. So we'll add them on.
And we've recorded about 2 songs a month for Patreon for the last year and a half. We're probably going to put all those on there as well, if that's okay with all you Patreon folks. Hopefully it is. Because
it might be something to actually post on Patreon as we'd like your feedback before we, do all the Patreon
we may not
stuff.
post the latest stuff because part of the whole thing with Patreon is they're supporting us and they get exclusive access and stuff. But some of the stuff that's like a year old, I'm hoping they'll forgive us. But I will post on it and see what people say. If you want new stuff as we create it, we do 2 songs a month for Patreon. This month, by popular request, we wrote a song for the cabbage guy in Avatar: The Last Airbender called My Cabbages. We thought about doing add-ons too, and
I gotta be honest. I was like, this is my first ever Kickstarter. I'm not sure about the fees for the add-ons, and I don't know if people would be interested enough, and so I just want to keep it simple this time round.
We may do add-ons next time because it would be really nice to be able to give people exactly what they want,
Right. In general, I'm fine with it. It was just there's extra
it adds
fees
a lot
with
of
it,
complication.
So I was like, I'm just keeping it simple this time.
So yeah, if you guys want stuff literally as we create it, our Patreon is where that happens, and we will keep doing that as long as people keep wanting new music.
And Zap,
hopefully,
he's gonna do. We're gonna make sure that a recording. It's probably gonna be a basic one of Claude Rains with a Pompadour is on the flash drive.
Yeah, it will be.
So.
For all of you classic movie fans, it's a kind of a deep
and that
cut,
may just be Eric Coleman and you and me, but that's still enough for me. Okay.
Is there anything you guys want to hear? We've only got a few, maybe 10 minutes left. We've got time for a couple songs. And we've been wandering and just kind of blabbing. And, I mean, we can go over for sure. We don't have any obligations. We'll hang out as long as you guys want us to hang out. We don't want to bore you to tears or anything. We appreciate y'all hanging out with us. This is the best way to spend a Tuesday, in my opinion. No, we didn't read it as a complaint at all, Paul. So
Yeah, no, I just...
someone else requested that we do more digital-only options because they're like, as they put it, we've got enough stuff. And
shipping.
Shipping is a kind of
shipping
a pain.
costs are a thing.
And we're gonna try and see if we can figure out a way to do that. It's a little difficult because Kickstarter is really kind of built around you're making a thing model, but anyway, if there's something you guys want to hear, by all means, please let us know. Luke wants to hear Beam Me Up.
Beam Me Up. Okay.
We will be happy to do that. Let me just check my tuning real quick. Here we go. I've been studying 8 long years at the academy. When I was posted to the Enterprise, I was happy as could be. Then came the day I would soon come to dread. When they gave out assignments, turns out my shirt was red. Beam me up.
Beam me up.
Don't beam me down. You know I always hate it when they say, hey, what's that sound? When the lava monster gets here, you know it won't be around. So beam me up.
Beam me up.
Don't beam me down. I'm not just some pretty face, got an advanced degree. Xenolinguistics and exobiology. Captain of the chess team, did you know I have a wife? I'm surely too valuable to throw away my life. Beam me up.
Beam me up.
Don't beam me down. You know I always hate it when they say, hey, what's that sound? When the space amoeba gets here, you know it won't be around. So beam me up.
Beam me up.
Don't beam me down. I don't want to go anywhere with our Captain Kirk. 'Cause when the phasers start to fire, he can turn into a jerk. Got all this technology with all them blinking lights. No matter how we try for peace, he always gets in fights. Beam me up.
Beam me up.
Don't beam me down. You know I always hate it when they say, hey, what's that sound? When the Gorn gets here, yeah, I won't be around. So beam me up.
Beam me up.
Don't beam me down. I'm not fit. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to be on the team if it's going away. Don't know what the game is, but I sure don't want to play. Here is the question you really, really want to know. If the mission's so important, why can't some other color go? Beam me up.
Beam me up.
Don't beam me down. You know I always hate it when they say, hey, what's that sound? When the Klingons get here, it might be a good day to die, so beam me up.
Beam me up.
Don't beam me down. Beam me up.
Beam me up.
Don't beam me down.
Scotty! No,
Yes.
Paul, it is not.
It is not. Oy. Apparently it is a brain farty kind of night.
Yeah. Yep.
So let's do something really complicated. That'll solve it.
Okay.
I'm kidding. Mostly. How are we doing? We're down to the last 3 minutes to go, friends. 3 minutes to go.
3 minutes to midnight. 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes to say goodbye before we say hello.
Hello. Hello, hello, hello.
Do you even know what I was referencing?
I have a vague idea, yes.
Okay.
You can elaborate for the
Oh,
studio audience at home if you prefer.
Now I'm blanking on the Holiday Inn. Holiday Inn.
I have. That's what I thought. I have seen that movie a few times.
Not as many as me, probably.
No. Yes, that's right. Jen doesn't forget her lines.
My one line, yeah. Actually, I'll be honest, I did forget some lines earlier. They just, the song just keeps going without them is all.
If you get us starting quoting movies, it's going to be a long night. Longer night.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to refrain. Where is my wandering parakeet?
C.K. Dexter Haven!
Champagne is a great leveler. It makes you my equal.
Doubtless, without a doubt.
A wife should behave herself naturally.
A wife should behave herself naturally. I wanted to do like a rim shot and say, thanks, we'll be here all week, but that would be a lie.
Dealer's choice for next song. Which dealer? Who gets to deal?
That would be us, I think.
Oh, okay.
Doing the countdown now.
I think we should go with Our Kind of Strange then.
66 seconds to go. Refresh. 61 seconds.
1 minute to midnight. 1 minute to go. 1 minute to say goodbye.
I feel like we need
before
crackers
we
or
say
champagne or something.
hello. Yeah. Let's go for Our Kind of Strange.
Let's go. We are go for Our Kind of Strange.
Okay.
Does it turn red? It doesn't turn
I don't
red
know.
here. It does on the thing on the main page, but on the back end it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
But it does count down by seconds, which is really kind of cool. Y'all, 8200 is amazing.
Yeah, we're super thrilled.
We
Thank
are
you all so much.
super thrilled.
I keep trying to get him to play a song, and he keeps just getting distracted.
I'm watching the counter. It's really engrossing. But let's
4, 3, 2, 1, and we're done. Oh, we even got little fireworks on here. Yay! Seriously, there's little confetti or fireworks or something going.
And official. Wow. I don't think it could get any more meta than that.
Yay!
Yay! Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you so much.
Thank you for sticking out with us, for supporting us, and for making this thing happen. We are so excited to make the CD and
get it out to
all the
all
stuff
of you.
and get it to
Yes.
you. And let's play the title track because we
Yes.
can.
Yep.
2, 3, 4. Cousin Vincent's a vampire. He was bitten when he was a youth.
What's a ute?
My cousin Wally the werewolf likes his fur and curls 'cause they're cute.
Oh, there's an A to the natural curl.
My sister Molly's a mermaid. Showers are always too long.
She done yet?
My Aunt B is a banshee. She's always breaking out in song.
She's a bass.
Not looking to be normal. We feel no need to change. We love each one just as they are. 'Cause there are a kind of strange. He may be a zombie, but he's still my father. 'Cause our love is thicker than water. She may be Medusa, but she's still our daughter. 'Cause our love is thicker than water. Because our love is thicker than water. His Uncle Basil the basilisk, who studies optometry.
1 or 2. 1 or 2.
My dad keeps his room full of sand 'cause he's married to a mummy.
Are you my mommy?
Cousin Bob, before he was cursed, was a shy librarian. Now he's a Barbarian. Ba 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 barbarian. Ba 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 barbarian. Ba ba ba. Not looking to be normal. We feel no need to change. We love each one just as they are, 'cause they're our kind of strange. He may be a zombie, but he's still my father, 'cause our love is thicker than water. She may be Medusa, but she's still our daughter, 'cause our love is thicker than water, 'cause our love is thicker than water. And there's more than bloodlines. Our bond is beyond the skin. It's not the scales on the outside, it's the heart within.
Or without in the case of the undead.
Fair. Found her in the forest. She was weird to our eyes. She looked so human average. That was her disguise. She didn't have magic powers. The moon didn't make her change. She became one of our own, 'cause she's our kind of strange. She may not be Medusa, but she's still our daughter, because our love is thicker than water. Doesn't matter how we found her, just that we love her. Because our love is thicker than water. Because our love is thicker, so much thicker than water.
Baby. Yay. Me either. I had never watched a Kickstarter close real time either. Just watching the counter turn red and then all the confetti or fireworks or whatever at the end was kind of fun.
It does sort of feel like an accomplishment, so.
It really does. It was actually kind of fun to watch too. So thank you for delaying on the song start.
I'm glad we got fireworks.
Yes.
I will tell you a secret, Natalie. In high school, I was in, amongst other things, a barbershop quartet, but I was also in a vocal group for like my high school choir that was a male singers group that did a medley, including Barbara Ann. I was the bass, so I spent a lot of time over and over saying ba 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 Barbara Ann, ba 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 ba, because it's a total monotone note. But there is.
It's usually the fate of the bass anyway.
It is, but you know, I didn't mind, because there's something about singing in harmony that you can't really beat, and you can't. It's something that
Thank you, Natalie.
would love to sing with more people and miss seeing all y'all, and yeah, it's a thing. But we are very happy to have this campaign go successfully, thanks to all of you.
Thank you so much.
And we are very happy.
Exactly. Achievement unlocked.
Are we doing that now?
Well, we can.
Yes, achievement unlocked. I finished a Kickstarter. Achievement unlocked. Yeah, as I was saying, singing together, I look forward to opportunities to sing with many of you. I think Jen does too.
Yes.
But in the meantime, we hope you enjoy the music that we can record and give to you. And there's going to be a lot of cool harmonies. We already know. We've heard a lot of the background stuff. And yeah, barbership. So Steve Mack does barbership. And he actually did we played at a con in Detroit when Steve was the music guest there. and he actually did as a panel a barbership workshop. And then all of us gathered in the courtyard and sang the barbership songs that that he had brought with, and that was a ton of fun. And there was another convention going on at the same time at the hotel that was very much confused on a Sunday morning, and it was awesome. Because you've got like 40 people all singing this barbershop quartet choir type thing in the middle of like this open atrium in a hotel. It's the best. Yeah. Anyway. Gosh. I would love to do it again someday. I would love to put it together. I did take like conducting in college many years ago, and there's a lot of rust there, but I know just enough that I could probably help us navigate through putting something together if people were really interested, but that's in the far future where people can be in the same room together and
sing together in person again.
Yeah, it's a pretty tall order, but it can be done, and it would be awesome to do. And there are people who are more skilled than I that are probably better equipped to it, but if, I'll do it because it's worth it.
Yeah. Singing
is worth it. Getting together and making music is worth it. And like, it's nights like tonight where we get to do this Kickstarter thing that it reminds us, there are days when we were trying to prep for the Kickstarter that we're like, really, are we doing this?
Yeah.
And it all was worth it, and it's because of you. So we really appreciate you all. Yeah, we can do it at Conflict. That would be awesome. Yeah, that would be fantastic. Anyway, do you want any more music, or should we call it a night? We don't want to bore you all to tears, and we will happily hang out for a while as long as the camera.
Well, let's
battery
put it this
works.
way. I'm running low on spoons, so I may be good for like one more song, and then I need to call it.
How about Achievement Unlocked?
Okay.
We are going to leave you all on the title track of our last CD, and feel free to sing along if you know it.
New game. Choose difficulty.
Hard.
You've chosen adult difficulty.
Roll out of bed, jump in the shower, upgrade my costume, time to use a special power.
I'm sorry, Mario. Your coffee's in another castle.
Levels are getting long, there's no cheat code. This game is more than hard enough, at least there's a co-op mode.
Player 2 is under the game. Hi.
Got through the whole day without spilling on my shirt. I didn't break my diet, the second helping of dessert.
Cookies don't count.
I played adult today, achievement unlocked. I ate my greens today, achievement unlocked. Totally park paralyzed, achievement unlocked. Told a friend I'm feeling well, achievement unlocked. We approach the looming tower of the cubicle domain. We must acquire the gold coins without going insane.
Good luck with that.
Worker drones are everywhere, but we are not afraid. They attack with monotony.
It's super effective.
Time for a weapon upgrade.
New game plus 2 smartphone.
Make my way through an idle chat about some sort of sport. I managed to put a cover sheet on my TPS report.
Somebody's gotta give us some Monday.
I played an adult today, achievement unlocked. I RTFM today, achievement unlocked. Staying awake through the meeting, achievement unlocked. I return your greeting, achievement unlocked. all the salt on the endless chores. But first we must prepare ourselves food from the grocery store.
Jen needs food badly.
Inventory is getting low. We just smash some blocks of pay. Time to fight the boss. Form 1040A.
Ooh, hold on the TurboTax button.
You can't hold it down. It's for quick boosts only. I played an adult today. Achievement unlocked. I went outside today. Achievement unlocked. I climbed a wall today. Achievement unlocked. I broke an arm today. Achievement unlocked. Really wish we could reset. Start all over today.
Or this year.
Or at least reload. Get another play.
I say right before the boss level.
I played an adult today. Achievement unlocked. I didn't get it my own way. Achievement unlocked. I wrote a song today. Achievement unlocked. I made a new friend today. Epic, awesome achievement unlocked. Thank you all so.
Sorry,
You okay?
I'm fine.
Okay. Thank you all so very much.
Thank you so
From
much.
the bottom of our hearts, we appreciate it so very much.
Thank you for supporting us, supporting our Kickstarter, and coming and hanging out with us tonight.
Yes.
We really
and
appreciate it.
enduring our strange stories and enduring our cat videos.
Oh, and Stout wants to come.
Hi, Stout. Do you need loves? Our 17-year-old cat has decided that we are done because she needs loves.
She's right there.
We will.
If I try and pick her up to show her off to the camera, she'll stress.
We will probably. We're thinking about maybe doing this again some other night before the album comes out. Maybe there's so much stuff going on, and we have a lot going on with getting the album done. But we'd love to hang out with y'all again and just play more music and chat with y'all. So, yeah, keep posted. Keep an eye on our social media stuff, and we'll try and let you know when we're going to do it again. And we'd love to hang out with y'all again. But again, from the bottom of our heart, we thank you very much for supporting us and supporting Kickstarter. And we look forward to not being a broken record, because I feel like I am one. We look forward to getting you all the songs with all the great people that we collaborated with, and just to make all these little happy surprises that we've been hanging on to give to you. We like giving gifts. And
We love you all, too.
So, thank you.
Have a good night.
One more thing before I go.
Gonna show the kitten video? Oh, yeah.
Chip. Chip. What do you want to say to everybody? What do you want to say to everybody?
Yeah, squeak.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know. I know.